Welcome on in, gamers. We are in the Originull Wasteland, World 5. Borderlands 4 might have just released, but I think that we're going to the real Wasteland here. It is 100% Poyo time, Derpy. There has never been a better time to Poyo. I will say the music is pretty good. Music is pretty good. It's making me feel like I'm going on a wild adventure. I'm carrying you with me. I'm carrying you with me. Let's go ahead and get this gun guy. Oh, that's right. We deal with the snakes. Now I'm just picturing some random teacher just digging a hole in my town, yelling about how he's gilded bills a subway for digital Satan. Okay, well, okay, when you put it that way, that's like God, trying to explain what I do to any of my coworkers, or frankly, at this point, any of my friends. I'm like, yeah, I mean, like, I play video games on Twitch, and then I rant about public transportation, and I threaten to build public transportation for some of my viewers, even though they're in different countries. And one of them is apparently, like, a digital version of Satan, but I, like, even though he terrorizes me with, terrible snacks... Snack time? Speak of the devil. Not talking about you, Apex. But... It's crazy. It's crazy. Try to explain that to other people who don't know what Twitch culture is. The many Kirby enemies that Kirby can eat. Excellent. Excellent. I was hoping for some tasty snacks. Ah, Twilight, you did not claim first. Unfortunately, Apex claimed first. Apex claimed first. Yeah, Apex is the special birthday boy today. But thank you for redeeming first anyways. Your 8 channel points are highly valued. Your call is very important to us. Okay, so we got this. Defeat the lost squishy? They were just lost? That's all that they were, and we unalived them? That's horrible. Ooh, let me see if I can do that real quick. I know that we're in the middle of gameplay, but, skip reward, cooldown and limits. Redemption. Limit redemptions per stream. That's how you do it. Okay. Limit redemptions per user per stream. No, limit redemptions per stream. Okay. I guess I could technically do that with funky mode, but like I don't want to do that. Because there are some people that like go out of their way to redeem funky mode and everything. And as soon as one funky mode ends, another begins. Yo, thank you for the bits, Apex. Thank you very much. Wobble, I have a really stupid stream idea for October 17th, and I'm just saying this is chat so I don't forget later. Okay. I mean, I also texted you about another stream idea. I haven't, like, explained what that stream idea is. Me when I try to be cryptic. I have ideas, chat. I have ideas, and I need to chat about these ideas and see if they would actually turn into something useful. Have you guys seen, I know that he's not necessarily family friendly, but like Doug ended up doing a full stream where he covered all of his worst stream ideas in a single stream. And I just think that's funny. Because some of the stream ideas were really bad. It was literally like riding a horse across Skyrim. Using only vocal controls, but so much of it was driving in a straight line. This specifically only works on October 17th. Okay. All right. Trying to think of what's happening on October 17th besides Pokemon Legends ZA. I think that's it. Unless you want to play something that isn't Pokemon Legends ZA. I'll be honest, guys. Part of me is thinking about not streaming that game immediately. I know that we got some serious Pokemon fans in the chat, but part of me also really does not want to play most Nintendo games immediately upon release. Nintendo has just been so cringe of a company lately, and like, I've been trying to lean more towards indie games. I say as I play Kirby, all right? I recognize that there's a little bit of hypocrisy there, but there's a reason we're doing Hollow Knight this weekend. Enjoy your lurk, Apex. October, specifically, we have plans that day. We have plans on October 17th. Okay. All right. Is that how you get that guy? That's how you get that guy. I love that guy, dude. Hi. Yes, I love Kirby so much, dude. There's only 3 hidden Waddle Dees. Welcome on in, Gem. I hope that you are happy, healthy, and hydrated. Last Nintendo game I buy for a while. I'm trying to think, like, I am definitely going to be buying Metroid Prime 4. But I don't know if I'm going to be streaming it immediately. I feel like as much as I want to support Metroid as a franchise, and as much as I want to see them continue to make Metroid games, so I want to give as much support to the game as I can, I also don't know if, A, there's necessarily that huge of an audience for Metroid Prime 4. Not that that matters hugely at the end of the day. But I also don't know if it's necessarily as good of a streaming game as some of the other games that might be on the docket. I do think that Hollow Knight is going to be fun if we are able to make some good progress with it, you know? HAL Lab makes Kirby, and so far I haven't seen any problems with HAL. True. I've definitely got some issues with Game Freak. I don't have any problems with 1UP Studios, but... Okay, so I don't have any problem with the Donkey Kong Bonanza developers. I don't like the handling of the Donkey Kong DLC. But I also don't know how much of that was planned by the developers and how much of that was Nintendo. Because basically the Donkey Kong DLC is basically like Peach's Castle and Luigi's Balloon World in Mario Odyssey. But they make you pay for it. And I don't necessarily support that. We're going to go ahead and do Fire. I won't be streaming Prime 4. Going to save that for my own time. That's fair. That's fair. And there are some games that I'm definitely going to be saving more for my own time as well. So... I feel like there was something. Oh, wait. Hold up. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're gonna... Oh, I need the twister here for getting rid of the sand. Or, no, actually what we need to do is we need to get this. As much as I want for Hoopa, I'm not buying the DLC. The DLC is just so... The fact that they're doing the DLC and they announced it before they even released the game is like an issue for me. It makes it seem like Nintendo was doing things a lot more in line with the Ubisoft and the EA model than the Nintendo that made the Switch the amazing console that it is, you know? I get that they're a business. I get that they're a corporation. I'm just saying that they could be handling things better. Okay. Ooh, let's get this bonus, boy. Okay. We wait. See, look at that. There we go. Have you seen Sonic Racing Crossworlds trailer? That's another thing. If money was no object, part of me wants to stream Sonic Crossworlds. Sonic Racing Crossworlds. because the game looks really fun. And the fact that I can race as Joker, Persona 5, and Hatsune Miku, and it looks like they're doing more traditional races, and I just gotta say this, I genuinely love what Sega is doing marketing-wise for the game. They are bringing up old rivalries from the 90s, they are throwing shade towards Mario, and I am 100% here for it. Oh no, they make multiple jabs at Nintendo, and I fully support it because it's funny. It makes me nostalgic for a simpler time. I think that's it. Bonanza DLC is definitely more expensive than Balloon World was, but not worth $20. Oh yeah, like Balloon World, the problem with, like, obviously you can't make a direct comparison. Balloon World, a lot, whoa, whoops, I almost dropped my controller. Balloon World was a lot of user-created content. They basically gave the players the tools and said, you know what, have fun with it and create the challenge yourself. And the players were able to do that to the point where you can still log into Luigi's Balloon World and still see a lot of amazing challenges that will change the way that you think about Mario Odyssey. And with the Emerald Rush DLC, they obviously had to put a lot more effort into building the actual roguelike elements and everything to make sure that everything was balanced in terms of difficulty, to make sure that it was balanced for every single world that they implemented it in.
Snack
Kirby
time?
Pancakes, thank you so much, Dippy. To make sure that everything was balanced for every world that they put it in and everything. Like, they clearly put in more effort, but not $20 worth more effort. You know what I'm saying? And I also wish that there were actual other levels that were made for Donkey Kong Island and maybe a boss fight or two, you know? Then it would be a little bit more worth the asking price. Like, I don't fully regret it because I love Donkey Kong. And if you give me more Donkey Kong, then I will throw more money at you. Yes, I am that problematic consumer. But, I don't know. I'm a little iffy about it. Brennan Lee Mulligan will be DMing the next campaign. Matt Mercer will finally be a player. I'm so excited. Matt Mercer is a phenomenal DM, but the guy also needs a break. The guy definitely needs a break. See, I've mostly been watching clips from... like, I haven't even seen any full episodes because I don't have a Dropout subscription. But I have been looking at, like, clips from Dimension 20. And Brennan Lee Mulligan is such a phenomenal DM. He's so good. All right, Gigantic Sword Trial. Okay. The Gigantic Sword Trial is really kind of tough because you want to do the slash that gets everybody. There we go. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for redeeming my Mario Kart World character. I am playing as Kirby. Twinite, I encourage you to spend your channel points how you see fit. Don't worry about what logic dictates. Go ahead and spend the money how you see fit. Savings? Never heard of her.
Snack time?
Investments? I don't know. That's a rich people thing. Twinite's last... We are not eating Kirby! We are not eating Kirby! Not on this stream. Not ever. Okay, yeah, I know you're upset with a guy like me. Oh god, and now they're doing the movie thing. Now they're moving. Okay, nice, dude. You are correct, Swinite. You are correct. I do not want to play that game. Target time is 120. There's ways that we could have shaved, but not too much. Not too much. If I am going to be playing a game with Hatsune Miku in it, it's probably going to be Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Because I don't even know if I want to stream Fortnite again. Like, never say never. I think I've streamed Fortnite like twice. It's not the type of content that I necessarily want to make. This one's fun. That one is fun. I really do like that. Yeah, the last time we streamed Fortnite was 2 years ago. And I did get to play as Geralt of Trivia. And I think that you played as Doom Guy. We both had, I think that we both had, Butt Stallion as our glide. But yeah, kind of want to play Crossworlds. I kind of want to play Crossworlds too. It looks like a fun game. Apparently there's a free demo. And I could download it after stream. I gotta do some homework, though. But, like, I'm just saying I could download it out after stream and give it a go. See if that's the type of game that I would want to play. Anybody know if they're charging 60 or 70 for it? I wouldn't blame them if they were charging 70 for it. But if they were charging 60 for it... that'd be pretty cool. 70? Yeah. That's the industry standard now. That's been the industry standard for a while. Okay. We grab this coin. We go in here. And we use that. Is there... no, there's no other way. There's no other way. Gotta make our way around. Whoa, that was actually kind of cool. Hold up. Get Shrek'd, dude. I wish I could pay US prices. Well, I mean, adjusted for currency. Thank you, Miyamoto-san, friend of the channel. Always a pleasure when you end up coming in. Adjusted for, like, the currency exchange, isn't it basically the same in Canada? Or is it more expensive in Canada? Because if it's more expensive in Canada, that's straight up not fair to you guys. We're the ones who have the tariffs. We're the ones who should be... like, suffering the high prices. I want to rest by the pool. Take a nap by the secret pool. Yeah, buddy. Since DK has taken a little break this week, I'm having him driving in Mario Kart World. I'm glad. I hope that you are able to, I hope that you're able to keep him company and to keep him busy. Because if I'm not playing DK, somebody needs to look out for the guy. Somebody needs to make sure that he gets his bananas. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Why did I do that? There we go. 96 Canadian with the price hike games have shot to $90 Canadian. Okay, so wait, isn't it... wouldn't that make it cheaper? Technically cheaper in Canada? Okay, we gotta... okay, we're gonna destroy the nut. I think destroying the nut is gonna be important. Technically, yes, but my wallet still cries. Oh, are you saying that you would rather pay $70 Canadian? Because if that's the case, then I would also prefer to pay $70 Canadian. That would be lovely. I'm guessing that'd be like 55 American or something. I really should say 55 USD because, like, Canada is technically part of North America, you know? Need to not be so US focused, you know? Kirby walks straight into poison and then off a cliff. Look. It's a Wednesday, man. It happens to the best of us. $70 Canadian is 50 USD. That was the original price of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze on the Wii U. I told you guys, I love me some Donkey Kong. There's a chest here. Oh, yeah! Let's get the buzzsaw cutter! That's a huge one. Oh my gosh, what is your problem, dude? What is your problem? Yeah, you know, that's kind of an interesting way. I don't know if you call that like a flutter stall or what, but like it worked. Mouthful mode. Okay, so now we go down here. Yo! Another mouthful mode. Let's go, dude. I don't even remember this when the last time that I played. I don't know if I made it to this part. Oh, buddy. Well, we got to get that corn. Love me some corn. Watching my partner play, who is mainly a PC gamer and doesn't use controller all that often, play Donkey Kong Bonanza has been an entertaining experience, to say the least. I mean, like, Donkey Kong Bonanza, like, once you get past the fact that jump is A instead of B, and you realize that the punches are literally just in the directions of where they are on the controller, it is a little bit more intuitive. But I'm also saying that as a controller, Andy. The only games that I really prefer mouse and keyboard are like top-down games like Stardew Valley or first-person shooters. I straight up cannot do a first-person shooter if it is on controller. I am so bad at it. I have Borderlands on the Switch, and I am bad at it, not just because it is 30 FPS, but because I have to play on controller. I never would have survived the Halo lobbies, man. I never would have survived the Halo lobbies. It is a good thing that I basically based my personality on video games in 2008, based off of, not Mario Kart, based off of Eminem's Kart Racing for the Nintendo Wii. Thank goodness, man. Oh, there's a thing up there. Hold up. Oh, wait, no, hold up. We got to get the secret first. Because this is the secret. This isn't the way to go forward. I haven't played Sly Cooper. I really want to. There's no real easy way to do it. With modern hardware, unfortunately. Oh my gosh, what is your problem, my brother? Okay. Okay, and then we grab this guy. There we go. For me, 2D games equals controller, 3D games, keyboard and mouse. Like 3D exploration games, like Skyrim, Witcher 3, or like a first-person shooter? Or would you also count 3D platforms in that? Because I feel like 3D platformers are also better with controller. But that's also my opinion. Still getting ZA because my heart's been on it for a while. Oh, no, absolutely. And it looks like a good game. It absolutely looks like a good game. But it's just, it's unfortunate that Nintendo's just being kind of stinky right now. Is it not available on the PlayStation Store? I feel like I would have seen it. I mean, it might be on the PlayStation Store, but it was on the PlayStation 2. I don't know if they ported it to modern hardware. I'm not sure. Get wrecked, dude. Get wrecked, dude. 3D first person. Okay, 3D first person games, 100%. Oh, this guy. These guys. Oh my gosh, look at the little seagulls. They're so cute. There's nothing else back here. There's a lizard. Dude, look. Let's go.
Snack time?
I'll take all the food in the next level. Thank you very much, Apex. Yeah. This is kind of a 3D game. Yes, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Mario Odyssey, Mario 3D World. Like, 3D platformers, I think you need to do a controller. But, like, most top-down 2D games, like Stardew Valley, I'm going to prefer mouse and keyboard. That being said, I think that we need to check on the people who use mouse and keyboard for Hades. Or like isometric gameplay like that. I have seen people try to beat Hades with a mouse and keyboard. And I don't know, like, if that is the way that you play games, more power to you. But that makes me so uncomfortable. It shouldn't make me uncomfortable. I firmly believe that people should enjoy the games that they want to enjoy in the ways that they want to enjoy them. But at the same time, if you play Hades with a mouse and keyboard, I don't trust you. Oh, man. Then you tell me that the Mega Stones for the Kalos starters are locked behind ranked games bother me greatly. What it probably is, because Pokemon is still, at the heart of it, it is still a children's game. My guess is that you play either one game or you win a single game and then you get all of the megas. Okay. We gotta sneak in here. Okay. 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 What if we go in here? Okay. And we're missing one, which means that we gotta go here. We sneak through here. And then that allows us to get this guy. And then we can open the door. I know that the time is going to be like 1 minute. The time is going to be 1 minute. And we're not making the target time, and that's okay. We just need to practice some self-love and some self-acceptance. Yeah. That's rough, man. I'm not going to do any online competition. That's fair. That's one of the reasons I don't like playing most online games. I don't like doing competitive online games. Splatoon, I can kind of make an exception for. just because Splatoon is so much fun, and even if you're not really great at, like, the shooting mechanic, there are still ways that you can help out your team when doing turf battles. Because you could just take a paintbrush or a paint roller and just ink your base and whatnot. So you don't need to be, like, the most competitive. But, like, you'll never see me playing COD. You'll never see me playing anything like that. I'm not doing the most efficient, because the most efficient is probably that. Check that out. Boom. Okay. No! Oh my god. Ah! That is the most rude thing. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is so devastating. This is so bad. Oh my god. I am sorry that I have failed you all. Okay. I think that we need to start over. Yeah, let's just go ahead and start over. That was so painful. Splatoon tilts me. Turf War is fine. But ranked is terrible unless you play with a crew. That is fair. The online matchmaking is pretty terrible in Splatoon. Okay. Okay. Much better. Much better. Much better, dude. Much better, dude. I still need to catch up with Demon Slayer. There's been so much new Demon Slayer, and I haven't even stayed on top of it because I've been so busy with grad school. I really want to. Okay, genuinely, how are you supposed to be faster? How are you supposed to shave 10 seconds on... It's practically an auto-scroller. Is there a way to make the fire go faster on the rope? Do you have to constantly be breathing on it? Man. We are now getting to the point in the game where things are a little bit brutal. Wait, hold up. Oh, wait, hold up. I just want to see. There's nothing else to go over. May I give you a useful tip in this game? It's nothing spoiler. Oh, yes, absolutely. You are clearly more experienced than I am in Kirby, and I will take any advice that you got. Like, I've beaten the game and everything, but I'm not the most efficient player, you know? If you hold ZL in the cannon, the fire speeds up. Oh. Okay. Well, that does help, actually. Is there anything here? Well, let's grab those coins. Hold down, the fuse goes fast. Okay. That's good to know. I'm glad to see that there are options. I thought about it, and then I was like, yeah, you know what? I should be a nuisance. Who's to stop me, you know? This is probably one of the Starcross levels, and you access it through this back door. I'm calling it now. Calling it now. It's a spiky boy. It's a ghost boy. I do like Homing Bomb. Homing Bomb is pretty good, man. Oh, it's a mouthful mode. Yeah, they're not hiding it. And, like, Nintendo ends up kind of going through cycles where they are desperate, and then that's when they innovate at their best, and then they become really conceited. And I fear that the Switch 2 is becoming the generation where they are becoming more conceited. I don't want that to be the case, but, like, the Switch was born kind of out of desperation because nobody bought a Wii U. Like, Iwata ended up taking a pay cut because, like, the company was just straight up not doing well. And then the Switch ended up becoming their most successful console to date. But now that they have the Switch, they know what a successful formula looks like. They've got the Switch 2, and now they're making all sorts of business decisions that are not super friendly. I had a lot of people tell me that, like, it's not really right to call the decisions anti-consumer because, A, they're kind of industry standard, and B, like, buying Amiibo in particular, I know that, like, charging $50 for the Kirby Amiibo is absolutely crazy, but the Amiibo are also not necessary in order to get the full experience for the game. And while I can understand that, it's weird that... I don't know. I do feel like anti-consumer doesn't necessarily need to be restricted to a legal definition. I feel like if there is a corporation out there that is doing things simply because they are greedy and they can get away with it, I do feel like, at least in a social sense, that's more anti-consumer. It might not be, like, legally anti-consumer. Okay. There's something going on here. Oh, no. We need sword. We need sword yesterday. Cutter? I'll take Cutter. I'll take Cutter. Kirby is entering his villain stage. I'd be down for that, though. If that isn't anti-consumer, I don't know what is. What is anti-consumer? I think that the argument that people were making, and I'm trying to be, like, good faith here. I think that the argument that people are making is that it would be anti-consumer for Nintendo to say, hey, we're going to charge you $70 or $80 to play the video game, but then there's going to be entirely separate content that you have to access in order to get the full experience of the game, and we're locking that behind a $50 amiibo. Now, at a certain point, it does kind of feel like shifting goalposts from an outsider's perspective. Because I do feel like $50 amiibo is just a little egregious. I understand that tariffs are a huge factor in that. I'm not discrediting that. We need to go back here. Because then we get this guy. And that's how we get this friend. Thanks, friend. Okay. We're just gonna wait our turn. Yeah, I think we're sticking with Cutter for now. We are gonna upgrade Cutter when we end up getting to Waddle Dee Town. We got everything there. Okay. There's another hidden Waddle Dee up there. Ooh, I feel like maybe we should get that frozen guy, though. I feel like the frozen guy is what we want. Potentially. It's nice that that healed as much as it did, though. Oh my gosh, I'm doing so much damage to him all at once. It's crazy. Companies are so quick to raise prices, but well, the reason why they don't bring them down is because if they brought them down, that could potentially cause deflation, which also ends up creating a whole host of other economic issues. And plus, they don't even have a financial incentive to bring the prices down most of the time. Because if people are going to buy goods at higher prices, then the demand curve has shifted, and realistically, the companies are going to keep producing those products. The only way that they would actually bring the prices down is if it was a commodity that people genuinely needed in order to survive. Things like electricity or... well, I mean, people don't need gasoline to survive, but, like, gas prices have been so artificially low lately just because of other things. But, like, if you're doing luxury goods, like video games, and let's face it, video games are a luxury good. You don't need video games in order to survive. As much as we would like to believe otherwise. Here we go. There we go. We get the ice cream. We get the second kind of ice cream. After 6 months of poor sales, it brought that down the prices. Exactly. If the demand is strong enough to move the prices down, then sometimes companies will actually do it. But I don't think that's happening for the Switch 2. The Switch 2 is the fastest selling console in video game history. So, like... I am very much part of the problem, but so are millions and millions of other people around the world. There's a lot of people that were, like, upset that people were buying the Switch 2 because they're like, you guys were supposed to boycott it. But that's also not how boycotts work. It's very difficult to actually organize a global boycott in today's day and age. Boycotts are only successful if they are localized and if people really stick to it. There needs to be, like, a social enforcement almost in order for boycotts to be effective. And you just were not going to get that with a Nintendo Switch 2. People love Nintendo too much, and they want to play Mario Kart World too much. Look at all the friends! Look at all the friendos! They eat the donut, and the cake, and the flan. I'm gonna let you guys live. I'm in my Mercy era. Okay, we're gonna... Well, the thing is, people were trying to assign, like, moral prescriptions for buying a video game console. And I promise you that most of the people who are buying Switches are not thinking of things in terms of morality. They're literally thinking of things in terms of, can I play Donkey Kong on it? Like, yeah, and the thing is, like, I guess I'm considered part of the problem, but at the same time, like... Is it really a problem to buy things that I want? I don't think that it is immoral to say that I like video games and that I want to play them sometimes, you know? Now, if the Nintendo Switch were... Oh, no. We're missing... Oh, no, we did! Dude! That is the second level in a row where we got every single Waddle Dee. Like, it's not like I'm buying blood diamonds, you know? I'm just buying a Switch 2. Oh, boy. Okay, the needle. What do we got here?
The lost ducklings! Oh my god! The lost ducklings!
And we got Hothead. Dude, we got so many miniatures. It's a great time to be a collector. In Kirby and the Forgotten Land Nintendo Switch 2 edition plus Starcross World for the Nintendo Switch 2. I'll admit that I'm part of the ZA problem because I'm buying it regardless. And that's the thing. Nintendo's got us. They create all these cute little mascots for all their cute little games. And we fall in love with those characters, and so we want to keep buying them. It's a great business model. All that Microsoft needed to do was just make a kawaii version of Doomguy. Or make a kawaii version of Master Chief. If they had made a kawaii version of Master Chief, then they would be way more successful of a gaming company. But I guess they just don't want to be profitable. They don't make cute versions of Master Chief. Oh my gosh, guys. Holy cow. Lord, oh Lord almighty. Okay. I'm not going super efficiently. Look, as long as we complete it. This one is so tough. I don't like it. I don't like these dogs. I don't like the dogs. Okay. Why are you still shooting me? Why? Dude, Doomguy and Isabel, those were the memes, man. March of 2020. Like, if you were to ask me in that time period if I would ever feel nostalgic for that particular era, I would say you're out of your mind. But at the same time, the way that Animal Crossing hit during lockdown, that was something special. There's a secret right there. Doomslayer and Doomguy are the same guy. I'm pretty sure. At least I'm pretty sure. I have played like maybe 3 hours of Doom 2016. I mean, we take those. Okie dokie. So far, so good. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. Oh my gosh. Okay. No. Okay. You know what? Fine. Fine. We're just gonna go for it, man. We're just gonna go for it. I don't care. I don't care. We hit the finish line. If you cannot run, then walk. If you cannot walk, then crawl. But by all means, keep moving. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Always providing words of guidance for playing Kirby games. Thank you, Dr. King. Your words speak true. I love that both the Animal Crossing and the Doom Eternal community have been so wholesome together. Exactly! Like, they're completely different game experiences, but they're like, you know what? We can be friends. We can be friends. It's like the cheerleader girl and the goth girl, like, end up uniting forces because of one particular common interest. And it's like, you know what? Yes, this is wholesome. They are the same. Okay, good. They are the same. I'm glad that we were able to establish that. I kind of want to keep the... hammer for now. I will take that. Thank you. Okay. Ooh, yes, we got the twin drill blueprint. Nice. Lots of good blueprints today. Ooh, get rid of that propaganda. How many posters? We got 3. Okay, I think that's everything at this area. Oh, this is the dark cave. So we are going to have to still look for anti-Kirby propaganda. Okay. Ooh, yikes. Okay. Making our way downtown. Okay, okay. There's a moving Gordo. There's a moving Gordo. I got a little bit too greedy. We get the hot dog. We get the hot dog, dude. The best of Costco runs. If you hate Kirby, you either hate cute things or you're just a Kirby enemy. If you hate Kirby, then you might be Marks. Okay, that's not Kirby propaganda. That's something else. Okay. Ooh, hold up. Okay, see? See, yes. We'll light this up again. Well, that's nice. Okay. I wouldn't necessarily call that a hidden Waddle Dee, but we unfortunately have missed one already. Do we go back? Can we go back? Let's see. I imagine that it's in this first area. Okay, there's a flower there that we missed. Oh, there is an area over there. We did miss something. Okay. Now, how do you get there? Okay, we learned how to illuminate. Thank you. Thank you, we learned how to illuminate. Okay. Okay, so how do we get there? What we need to do... I want to let it be known I was one of the 5 Chestnut fans pre-Mega. This is true. This is true. You have definitely been the single biggest defender of Chestnut that I am aware of. That's how you get over here. Okay. Okay, I feel better about that. I'm glad that we went back. That Waddle Dee was missing his wife, and now he and his wife can finally be reconnected. It's always worth it to go back. If the game lets you. If the game lets you, it's always worth it to go back. Sometimes you might need to just wait to do it off stream, but you guys know what I'm saying. We're waddling. Ooh. Isn't this like a big climb up, if I remember correctly? Okay, they want us to do cutter. I miss my wife, Tails. Actually, they want us to do fire. I just have an excuse to use the dragon fire, and now I've got it. Okay, we got a little bit of a gauntlet here. A little bit of a gauntlet. We got the third Waddle Dee. Oh, there's more propaganda. Look at that. As my man Meatloaf once said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Okay. We do this. We do this. We do this. Oh, see. Ah, well, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I thought we were having a special moment. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We grab this. We grab all of those coins. Oh man, sleep is right there. Oh, we want to avoid sleep, actually. We want to avoid sleep. Easy. I see what you're doing, game. I see you. Clear the secret room without falling? Well, yeah, we're gamers. Of course we're gonna do that. Oh my gosh. We're gamers, guys. Of course we're good at this game. 2 seconds later. Immediately falls on a guy. I promise I'm not clip farming. I'm just being silly, man. Oh no, the sleepy guy. That's so sad. Oh man. So anything else up here? Funny thing is, I thought the goal was walk across the walkway with the sleep ability. Really? I don't know if there is a way to do that. Oh gosh, it's my favorite copy ability. Yay. All right. I'm so bad at in-game flying mechanics, guys. Oh, you can swap the up-down control? Oh my gosh. You can actually invert the controls. I didn't know that. That's so much better. Hey. Okay. No, I wanted to make it to the red. I want to make it to the red. There we go. Yeah, I had no idea you can invert the controls, because I am always just so bad at the flying controls, but that is genuinely a lifesaver. Any propaganda? Any propaganda that we can destroy? Anything? Oh, find the treasure hiding behind the cactus triplets. Thank you. There's... I guess we missed the propaganda. Did we seriously miss everything? Well, we have two... That is the only Waddle Dee that we are missing! And he misses his wife! Did you press a button, or did the game detect you were struggling? It maybe detected that I was struggling. I don't know, but I pressed L and R. And then it inverted the controls. It was just a little prompt that it gave in the bottom left. I think it's funny that Eggman specifically makes all of his facilities traversable for and only for Sonic. I mean, it's kind of like the Batman to Joker. Like, what would one be without the other, you know? Could you imagine Dr. Eggman without a Sonic to constantly keep him on his toes? I mean, we even saw in the Sonic movies what happens when Eggman is left entirely to his own devices. He doesn't care about science when he's not, like, promptly challenged to do something. He slips into a depressive mode and then ends up watching telenovelas. And you want Eggman on his A game? You gotta have Sonic. Oh, that hurts. It hurts to see. Shadow is Batman, though. Shadow is Batman. Sonic is Superman. Tails is the Flash. Knuckles is Wonder Woman. No, I will not explain any further. Now, you might be wondering, who's Amy? Who's Amy? Amy's Hawk Girl. Metal Sonic, Cyborg. Easy. Easy. But Knuckles is Wonder Woman. And I think that Knuckles the Echidna would agree with me in this assessment. I've seen the comic where there's a collab between Sonic and DC. Oh, I didn't even realize that that was a thing. I was just, like, making stuff up. But, like, if that's a real thing, then I need to watch that yesterday. Okay. Oh my gosh. So they want us to make the snowman. They said, do you want to build a snowman? I'm not really good at building snowmen. Yeah, I'm not really good at building snowmen. I just do my darndest. I try my best every single day, and that's what makes me human. That's what makes me human, Lex. I make mistakes. I make mistakes, and you know what? Sometimes my feelings are hurt, and that makes me human. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Well, this is gonna be awful. This is gonna be awful. This guy has frost resistance, dude. It's like trying to play chess with like a literal chess master. Except he throws snowballs at you. Why didn't they invent that move in chess a lot earlier? Just throwing snowballs at the guy. Oh my gosh. Hey, get me out of here, my friend. Thank goodness, dude. That was kind of rough. I make steaks sometimes too. Oh my gosh. I'm just now realizing what that was a response to, and that's so stupid. In the Sonic and DC crossover, Shadow was Batman, Sonic was Flash, Tails was Cyborg, Silver was Green Lantern. I could see Tails as Cyborg, okay? I could see Tails as Cyborg. Silver being Green Lantern, I could see. Amy was Wonder Woman. See, I disagree. Knuckles was Superman? Knuckles was Knuckles was Superman? No, Knuckles has way more in common with Wonder Woman than with Superman. Sonic is Flash? Okay, like, I suppose. But, like, Superman is also faster than a speeding bullet. I'm just saying. Blue, I'm just saying. If there's anybody in the DC universe that could be colloquially called the Blue Blur, I think that it's Superman, you know? Tails being Cyborg kind of makes sense, but I feel like that would be Metal Sonic. But I think that we could all at least agree on one thing. Jimmy Olsen is Vector. I will not take any complaints or any comments about that. Jimmy Olsen is Vector. I think, did you mean to say Rouge? Or is it Rogue? I haven't actually played any games with that character in it. But, like, I could definitely see her as Catwoman. That checks out. Collector in the Sleepless Valley. This is kind of a tough boss fight. Compared with the others. It's still, like, very easy, but... Okay, what should we do? What should we do? You know what? I kind of want bombs. I kind of want bombs. After my third time playing this game, am I finally becoming a bomb enjoyer? What if instead of DC, it was Illumination, and instead of the Blue Blur, it was Gru Blue, and instead of Superman, it was Grouperman? Twinite... I need you to exile yourself to an island where nobody will be able to find you. I need you to Napoleon Bonaparte yourself. I need you to Napoleon Bonaparte yourself. That is disrespectful that you would say such a thing. First pronunciation. Oh, first pronunciation. Rouge. R-O-U-G-E. Ah, no! Bamboozled again! Oh, jeez. There's just bamboozling us. Every day I have mod privileges, and that is Wobble's problem. It really is my problem, and you make sure that it is my problem. Dude, I love a good silly dillo. Okay, we're moving on to the second phase. Now, the second phase is where things get really crazy. Okay, listen, bud. Yeah, no worries. Like, keyboards are difficult anyways. And the fact that you now have, like, two words that are so close to each other in terms of spelling. And given the character that we're talking about, also, like, kind of similar in definition. Oh, God. Oh, and this is where he brings out his girlfriend. Oh, God. my lord! Okay. He's literally using his girlfriend as a weapon! Who does he think he is? Oh my lord! Holy cow. I just know that there's a secret Waddle Dee to do that with, without taking damage. You know what? Yeah, GG's. I feel like we deserved a very nice... I feel like we deserved that. It's definitely my least favorite boss in the game. I don't think it's bad, but it's definitely my least favorite. Here's a fun fact. What if Sonic characters had Pokemon types? Normal electric makes sense for Sonic. Amy can be Fairy Steel. Amy can be Fairy Steel, dude. Hit 3 of Silly Dillo's handmade Kirby's. I didn't even know he made handmade Kirby's. I think Omega would be Martian Manhunter. I have no idea who Omega is. Omega Sonic. Oh, Omega's he's the robot that... Okay, he's like one of Eggman's guys. Okay, I could see that. I would love to hear a fun fact about Silly Dillo.
Why is Bandana Waddle Dee so sad? Why is he... Did you see how sad he was?
We got the fishing minigame, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Let's go. And we got a third gacha machine. Oh my gosh, we have Barker D. Tilt and roll Kirby. Tilt and roll Kirby.
Do you see Bandana Waddle Dee? You look so sad. He looks so sad.
We gotta level up some of our abilities. So many abilities to level up. Gee whiz. Okay. Look at how sad he is. Oh my god. It's the only boss / character in the game to have an instant death move. No matter how much health, it will kill you. Wait, really? I didn't know that. I don't think I've ever come across that move then. Built but Eggman but defected? Oh, okay. Is it a character that has a tragic backstory? And, like, tries to be a good guy? That would go so hard. I would love to hear how it works, yes. So it's kind of like Frankenstein if Frankenstein wasn't a tragedy. Man. Well, it's also, I mean, like, Frankenstein's different because you're also, like, messing with life itself, not just robotics, but yeah. Thanks for waiting. The cutter ability can be evolved. Dude, the hammer ability, yes! And the drill ability, and the needle ability, and the ice ability. We don't even have enough power-ups, man. We have 7 stars, so I think we gotta do hammer. Man, hammer is 3. I kind of want to do cutter. And I kind of want to do ice. I feel like ice... I never bothered upgrading ice all the way. Let's go ahead and do ice. I feel like ice has got a lot going for it. At my soon-to-be former job, one of my managers apparently scheduled 2 movies overlapping in the same theater. Now there's a lot of angry people. Well, that sounds like a management issue. If they didn't want to deal with that problem, then they probably should have done a better job. I'm sorry. I have also heard way too many horror stories from your soon-to-be former job, and I can't help but sassing them, you know? Dude, look at this, dude. You can make a barrier with the ice, and then you can push the barrier. Okay, do we do the cutter, or do we do the hammer? Hammer is so broken. Like, I do hammer every single time. I feel like we gotta respect the other ones. Every Badnik, Eggman robot, has an animal inside powering it, so it technically is messing with... So it literally is Frankenstein! Although, no, Frankenstein is bringing a corpse back to life. This is more like just slavery with robots. See, I have never fully upgraded the buzzsaw ability, because I never really saw that much of a point. But maybe now. Maybe now. Maybe now I can see the light. Remember that cage? I don't know if you've seen it, but at one point Silly will chase you with a cage, and if you get caught, there's still a way to escape, but if you don't get out in time, Silly takes the cage in your... and slams it in the ground, and you just die instantly. That's pretty crazy. Okay, you know what? I could be talked into doing the cutter ability now. This is pretty OP. This is pretty wonderful. All right. With all that being said, I think that we need to do some star-crossed level. First, let's talk with the professor. Wise Waddle Dee. Yes. Blueprint for a new Crash evolution is hiding an invasion at the House of Horrors. That's where it is. I was wondering where it was. It appears to be at the far end in the hole in the wall. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. No. I've had enough. Let's go do some Star-Crossed World levels, shall we? Oh, Lava Land. Which DC character would Big the Cat be? God, that's a fantastic question. That is a fantastic question. God, I don't know. Big the Cat. Is there, like, a DC character that's just, like, we need Green Arrow? I don't think it's Green Arrow. Green Arrow's way too moody. I feel like Big the Cat, I don't really know DC. Okay. Okay, so you're just being silly. Is there a DC equivalent of Cosmo the dog? Or, the dog from, oh my gosh, the dog that has psychic powers, the giant bulldog that has psychic powers from Inhumans. I forget their name. Aquaman, because Big likes fish. You know what? I could actually see it. Aquaman? No, but like, he's only Aquaman, like the classic Aquaman from like the 1960s cartoons. Only that version of Aquaman is something that I will accept. Sorry for hitting the mic. I am so sorry. Let's take a big sip of water, guys. Make sure that you're staying hydrated. Wait, what? Is this an alt-rock version of this song? I am so down. I am so down. We do need to use the fire. I know that we just unlocked the cutter ability, but the fire's right here, man. What happened? Okay. Okay, sure. Ooh, we gotta light this lantern. Light the 5 lanterns in the Wastelands. Okay. Whoa, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ah, yikes. That's tighter than I would like to admit. Okay. Okay, we go here, and then we sneak around. Okay, well, that was actually way easier. It's way easier when you know where you're going, man. Anything up here? Doesn't look like it. Just wanted to double check. We got our second lantern. Oh my gosh, I might need to like blow my nose. I have been doing that a lot lately, and I am sorry. It's kind of that time of year. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do this. No, Lord, oh geez, oh my. Okay, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine, actually. It's never been more fine. In my life, it's never been more fine. That guy is still following me. Get out of my personal space. Okay. Wait, so you can heal constantly with the vending machine. I did not know that. You know what's wild? You just found something that took me 10 minutes to find that took you 10 seconds. We're gamers, man. I don't know what to tell you. Took you... Huh. I mean, it is a little bit hidden away, and like most of the time when you would end up doing this part of the level, you would go this direction. Okay. Whoa, hold up. That's pretty cool, bud. Is this the only thing to grab, though? I think that's the only thing to grab. I didn't hear any starries, so I think that we might be good.
Snack time?
Mochi donuts. You're speaking my language. That sounds delicious. Thank you. The tower you got on top of near the start of the level, that was taken for so long. Really? Oh, okay. I just kind of went with the flow as best I could. Okay, there's something in there. There's something in there. But I don't know how to access it. But then again, there's also a lot of other things in the game that you would probably excel at way more than I ever would be able to. When you told me your world record for that one thing, I was just blown away. And I didn't even see how that was possible. For the Colosseum. I guarantee that you are probably better at combat in this game than I am. Okay. There we go. That's our third story. Clear the time platforming sequences on top of the ship on your first try. That is such a specific story, man. Oh, this DLC. Sometimes they really want to make sure that you're paying attention. That you're on top of your A game. Okay. So we're gonna do that. Okay, that is 4. So now... we're still missing one. We're still missing a lantern. Be on the lookout for lanterns, guys. We're looking for lanterns right now. It's probably over here. We got the coins. I don't see any lanterns. Wait, okay, I was worried about that. I really do love the electric guitar. It is such a good choice for this particular world. Okay, like that's the first lantern. I know that there are more efficient ways to travel, but this is also the silliest way to travel. I'm not missing anything at the top, am I? I don't see any lanterns. Not seeing any. Is it on the other side of the pillar? No. I know this is a very negative way to look at it, but that ZA DLC is making me see a lot of DLC content that should have been in the game from the jump. The moment that you start seeing DLC as cut content from an otherwise complete game, it does kind of change your perception about the world around you. It's kind of like looking outside the cave for the first time and realizing that all you have seen for your life has been shadows. And it's rough. It's unfortunate. There are some games out there that are genuine, like, complete packages. But there's also a lot of games out there that honestly probably should have included the DLC and didn't. Get frozen, dude! Dude, ice can be kind of broken. Ice can be kind of broken. I think that ice might be broken. Oh, you gotta defeat these guys, dude. I didn't realize that you needed to get those guys as well. Okay, we get this guy. That allows us to get this guy. Then, one ability is stupid broken. You wouldn't think of it is, but it... it's not the hammer, is it? Oh, wait, is it the astronaut one? The astronaut gun one? Yes, this was a complete game before Starcross World. Oh my gosh, I just destroyed the point. Huh. Then I have to wonder which ability you're talking about. Did I just destroy my chances? I failed my first time as well. Dang it! I have to replay this entire level! No! Oh no, I have to play this game again? This well-designed and super fun game? I have to play it again now? Oh man, well that's a bummer. I'll probably finish that off a stream, because I want that collectible. It's teasing me. Oh, okay. Okay. Here we go. Here's a sign. If you wanted a reason to buy Kirby and the Forgotten Lands DLC, let this be your sign. Hold up. Might be cooking here. Might be cooking. Hold up. Might be cooking. Okay, there's clearly a shortcut that I missed. Gordon Ramsay, let's go. That's a tight timer, though. That's a tight timer. It is DLC. It 100% is DLC done right. Donkey Kong Bonanza's DLC is definitely along the borderline. Like, I'm not upset that I bought it because it is more Donkey Kong, but it is still... It probably should have been $10, if anything. If it was free DLC, I would even make the argument that if Donkey Kong Bonanza's DLC was free, it probably would have actually made more financial sense, because then it would have gotten more people to buy the game, just for the nostalgia factor. But the fact that they released it as DLC, now Nintendo isn't making nearly as much revenue from it. At least that's my theory. What is your favorite, Derpy? We lit 5 lanterns. Defeat all enemies with sign mouth. Oh, that's gonna be tough. Starry coin pile. Woo! We got that sealed meteor. As the legend goes, a meteor has passed countless times over the eons. The story has been handed down as a poem that is said to tell of a future with a meteor that can sink continents or wipe out all life. Oh god! The legend is mostly forgotten, but now a new meteor falls. So are we literally trying to prevent the apocalypse? Once in a level, have Kirby look at the camera and then press up on the D-pad. You know what? That is a favor that I can absolutely do. That is no issue at all. I know exactly what you're asking me to do, too. And I fully support it. Buzzsaw cutter treasure. You know what? Let's do it real quick. Let's do it. We might as well. Let's just throw this out there. Off the wall, Ricochet. Wait, they can bounce off the wall? Oh my god, dude. That's awesome. Wait, what? Oh my gosh. This ability is sick, dude. I have been disrespecting Cutter ability this whole time. Okay. Cool. How do I do the other one? Oh, okay. I see. Okay, I get it. I gotcha. Okay, we do this. That allows us to do this one. Okay. Then we flip on that. That allows us to do this one. No. Then we do this, and then this ability is bonkers, dude. That's pretty awesome. I like these stages teach you... Exactly. I would have had no idea that they bounce off walls. The tech for that has got to be insane if you're able to line up your shots right. All right, what was the other one that was locked? That's the crystal needle. Oh my god. Okay, could everybody say cringe bot? We're all gonna say cringe bot. Okay. Well, I really tried. What if... What? Oh, here we go. I was typing in the wrong thing, guys. I was doing the wrong command. I was trying to communicate with stream elements instead of communicating with Twitch directly. We are probably going to want to get a different ability before we press up. So I'm going to get this bomb. And then I'm going to look at the camera. And then I'm going to do that. I'm going to press up on the D-pad, guys. Oh. I also like this. Where he's just sitting. And then this. And then I also like this. Where he's just looking around. Oh my gosh. I love the pink puffball, man. I just love the pink puffball. Can you blame me? Wheesh. We get the melon. I feel like we want Cutter. I feel like we want Cutter. That. Oh, yeah. I feel like we want Cutter. There we go. Well, we just lost Cutter. Huh. Wait a minute. Hold up. Okay, and then that's how we get this guy. Cool. I fear I may have to report I'm not that into FNAF anymore. That's okay. Your tastes are going to change over time, and you need to be okay with that. You know, I used to be really into a lot of things when I was in high school, and while I can still, like, recognize that they were an important part of my life, they're not necessarily, like, super foundational to my life like they were in high school. They're not foundational to my personality. And it's okay. You're going to have taste change throughout life. That's part of growing up. If you end up having the exact same taste as a 6-year-old than you do as a 60-year-old, then I don't think you're really living life to the fullest. I don't think that you're trying enough new things. Okay, 1 out of 4 animal sculptures. We gotta be on the lookout for animal sculptures. Let's go. There's nothing in there. Okay, maybe some jazz. Maybe we're listening to a little bit of jazz. A nice little alto saxophone moment. Oh, okay. Or is this tenor sax? I feel like it's alto. Come on. There we go. Get the fire guy. Get the fire guy. One of the reasons I'm still kind of a fan is the sunk cost fallacy. I bought so much of the merch. Yeah. I get that. Okay, hold up. There's definitely something here. Look at this. 2 out of 4. Okay. I watched the movie too, and I really did not like it. I really, really did not like the movie. But, I guess it also probably depends on the reasons why you're moving away. Is it simply because you're changing your tastes? Is it because you, like, just don't like the games anymore? Is it... And I'm kind of asking these rhetorically. You don't necessarily need to answer. But, like, I think from my perspective... like, there are some things that I really enjoyed when I was a kid, and I kind of moved on from them naturally. And then there are other things that I really enjoyed when I was a kid that I definitely and actively tried to move on from because I felt like supporting those things was not the type of person that I was anymore. Like, there's a difference between my taste in Lindsey Sterling, hip-hop violinist, and my taste in Harry Potter. You know, both were pretty foundational to my childhood, but I can still listen to Lindsey Sterling and not feel gross on the inside. But Harry Potter, I just, no, I'm distancing myself from that now. They look like they're cooking with the second movie. They might be cooking with the second movie. We will see. We will see. I want to find a way to get up there. It's not fair. Oh, it's Gearmouth. It's Gearmouth, dude. It's probably my favorite copy ability of the DLC. Wait a minute. Can we... Wait a minute. Hold up. Okay. Okay, so if we were to... No, I want to find a way to get back up there with the Gearmouth so that way we can get the coins. Presumably that's how you do it. Part of my taste changing and the other part is the lore has gotten way too confusing for my little brain. You know what? That's understandable. That is so aggressively understandable. Whoa. You know, it is so easy to damage this guy with Gearmouth. That's awesome. I love that. But I want to find a way to get the other coins. And I don't know if there's a way, and it's so sad. The game teases me. You did that hitless? That's pretty impressive. Okay, where are they? I hear the story. Wait, I did that hitless? I didn't even realize. I did not realize that. Oh, you know what? It's because we're gamers. It's because we're gamers. Never doubt. So what are we supposed to do there? Is there a crystal that we can hit? Hold up. Okay, there is... Oh, it's a Poyo moment, guys. That's 3 out of 4, dude. That is 3 out of 4. Okay, there... Oh, wait, hold up. I forget that you can go on the walls like this. Gearmouth is literally so mind-bending. Okay, nice. Oh, yeah. Literally every game is you thought you had it all figured out, but have you considered this? Yeah. And that is definitely going to appeal to a certain fan base and, like, a certain type of gamer. But that's kind of one of those situations where, for me, I don't know if that would necessarily be worth it. For me, if it gets to the point where following along with something feels like homework, I don't necessarily want to do it. Which is why I really haven't been catching up with Marvel lately, you know? It's just good game design, folks. It's just good game design. Okay, that looks... there's gotta be another one, right? There's gotta be another dog. There's another dog, right? There's got to be. Now, where the dog is, I don't know. I do still like all the aesthetics of FNAF. Oh, yeah, totally. Like, art style aesthetics? Absolutely. And you can enjoy those for however you want and however long you want. But if you find yourself moving away from the things that you used to enjoy, that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's part of life. That's all I'm trying to say. I think that we're just going to have to replay the level again. I think we're just going to have to replay the level again. Unless there's a dog up here that I'm missing. But it doesn't look like it. Unless there's a dog past the door. This is the only level I had to look up how to find the last thing. That's kind of fair. It does have a lot of things going... And the electric guitar is back, dude. The electric guitar is back. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. There's a secret here. And, of course, there's a bomb. Is that the only secret, though, is just coins? Okay, I mean, I'll take it. Free money's free money. We get a little baby milk. We get a little baby milk. What is your hot take about Marvel and DC? I'm curious how hot it is. I think that one's just, like, on the verge. Yeah, that one's gone. Okay, yeah. Justice... Oh, yeah, no, I don't think that's a hot take, though. I do think that Justice League is more iconic than Avengers. If you were to ask, like, Gen Alpha, who they probably have more knowledge about, it would probably be the Avengers, just because Marvel has become, like, so huge in the cultural zeitgeist lately. But I do think that the Justice League is, like, more iconic and recognizable just across the board. I mean, Superman is Superman, right? Superman is literally where a lot of these comics originate from. He's the original guy. God, this DLC is so pretty. That's not stopping me from playing like a goober, but these things happen. I see a secret. I see a secret. And there is no doggy statue. Wait a minute, but there is something back here. There is something back here, dude. There is something back here. I'm a simple guy. I see a crystal in the back and I'm like, dude, just because that's the end does not mean that that's the end. Yes! We did unfortunately miss a starry. Yeah, I might have to look this one up too. That's okay. I love this pink puff man. Get the Maxim tomato atop the large crystal. Huh, okay. I don't know what it's talking about there. We got the animal crystal sculpture. That's cute. That's cute. The breakable crystal.
Yo! Oh my gosh, it's the crystal Carmouth cake.
If you order Carmouth cake from the Waddle Dee Cafe, it has a surprise on top. Consider yourself lucky. This special version of one of the cafe's most popular dishes was born when the chef was inspired by the crystals on the meteors that fell to this world. Oh my gosh. They added crystal sugar on top. It's so cute. Well, folks, I think that there's gonna be one final Kirby stream next week when we end up wrapping things up. Because next week, we move on to the 6th world. We're that is probably going to be a bit longer of a Wednesday stream, if I'm being 100% honest. I normally try to keep things at around 2 hours exactly, because, you know, your boy's in grad school and he's got homework and everything. But I think that maybe some exceptions could be made for Kirby. Especially if we're talking about the end of one of the greatest Kirby games ever. So, be sure to tune in for that. If you like the content and would like to see how that is going to turn out, consider dropping a follow. It is not expected, but it is greatly appreciated, and you get to be a part of this amazing, wonderful community that not only meets on stream, but also meets in the Discord, where we talk about life, and we talk about memes, and we have a good time. We would love to see you there. If you aren't able to make it to every stream, I have a VODs channel. You can watch the content after the fact on YouTube. Usually it takes a week or two to get up there, but that is where I put all my VODs. And if you want just the clips and just the highlights, consider following me on my socials, like TikTok, Instagram, and Blue Sky. But that is going to do it for me for today, at the very least. I hope you guys tune in on Saturday, because we are going to be playing one of the most difficult games, if not the most difficult game, that I will ever stream on the channel, or at least have ever streamed on the channel up until this point. We are going to be playing Hollow Knight, and I am nervous. We're mostly going to be doing the opening parts of the game, so I'm not particularly nervous about that, but it is gonna be an adventure, and we'll see how far we go. But I hope to see you guys there. Make sure to tune in on Saturday for that. But in the meantime, wherever you are in the world, stay safe. And have a fantastic rest of your week, everybody.